All right. In this video, viewer who's watching, I'm openly challenging you to prove me wrong with regards to this guy. What's his name? Ranveer Allahbadia. Okay, BeerBiceps. Now, why am I making this challenge video, or why am I, making this video in the first place? The amount of interest, the amount of food fights, the amount of messages that I've received, people are telling me, you're a dumb idiot. Like, they're actually telling me, you're a dumb idiot, your tattooed face, your brain is tattooed. Whatever, forget those personal insults. They're saying that Ranveer, what's his name? Ranveer Allahbadia, he made a genuine mistake. He actually made a mistake. And no sensible guy would destroy his own global brand, destroy his own revenue. They're saying that he just took it very lightly and it backfired. And people are saying, who wants an FIR? Who wants the chief minister against him? Who wants people against him? So what I decided is, given the amount, the intensity by which you believe this guy, what do you say, Ranveer Allahbadia is innocent or didn't know what he's doing, or he was not mentally prepared for all this, I'm going to give you logical points, which I've written down. If you see me looking at the screen, I've written it down, logical points. I openly challenge you to prove me wrong. And you can use this to challenge others who think and who claim that Ranveer Allahbadia is innocent and this is a planned attack against him. Okay. Now, before I even move ahead with this debate, I just want to give you a side note. And the side note is, I find it so shocking. I find it so shocking that the whole of India, or the majority who are active on social media, they are so concerned about this issue. They are not worried about unemployment. They are not worried about rising cost. They are not worried about their career future. I've never seen people have so much of passion, intensity, and fervor for their own careers, for their own bank balance, for their own families, for their own loved ones, as much as they have for this guy. I mean, he's become the national. Nobody's discussing anything about even Modi. Even the news channel, they're not discussing Modi, foreign policy, education, learning, zero. It is BeerBiceps and it is Ranveer Allahbadia. And I'll tell you, that is where one of the points I mentioned, he played an ace. Just imagine, everyone, good, bad, ugly, is talking about him. So he has got billions of dollars of free publicity that everyone's talking about. Ranveer this, Ranveer that, BeerBiceps this. In fact, people who never heard of him are telling me, who's this BeerBiceps? So what an ace, what a smart. I don't know if it is his brains or his PR agency's brains, but bravo. Where you talk of personal branding, if you want to be memorable, there's no better way to do this. He has etched his name in history. Like you have that guy, what is that? Veer Das, very controversial comedian. And because of his controversy, he got invited to US and all that. Munawar Farooqi, remember? Being a Muslim, he spoke about Hindus. He knew if he does this Ganmasti, he knew that if he would do this, he would get jacked. See, for being relevant now, people are ready to do anything. Means within how much they can handle. So, I will give you the logical points. You tell me if I'm right or wrong. Okay. This is how it normally works, my dear friend. See, I'm a YouTuber. Small channel, piddly channel, hardly few people. Okay? Few people. Not even worth talking about. I'm telling you. You don't have to tell me, hey, you are nothing. I'm telling you. But even with such a small channel, just think, even with such a small channel, I think, what video am I going to put on? I think what I'm going to say. If you see my previous video, I gave an apology, a public apology to all Indians, even though it was not my fault. And I didn't have to. Nobody would catch me, crucify me. But there is a social responsibility that I have, which I have to be careful. And if I violate that, there's a price to pay. So with such a small, tiny channel of mine, I think so much. A guy who's earning millions, he is, in my previous video, I told you, he's earning around 2 million US dollars or 3 million US dollars per year. He's so big. You think him, his PR team, his manager, his agency, they don't sit and brainstorm. They don't tell him, see, listen, Ranveer, don't do this, don't do that, dress up like this, dress up like that. He must have he has a hairstylist. Have you ever seen his hair? Perfect. Shave, perfect. Looks perfect. He has a team from makeup to dress to advising to research. Everything he has a team. Okay. He's not just like me. He gets up in the morning. Chalo yaar, I'll make a video of this. His full team. They have a production team. They have a production meeting like you have a professional company. And they have a schedule for the whole year that this week, this guest, this week, this guest. And they book in advance, maybe 1 month, 3 months, 6 months in advance. They book a slot for a guest. Like even when I told you, I'm small. Even for me, when I was invited by, after CoffeeZilla, that fake degree certificate in India, which I was talking about in the Middle East, I got invited by a few podcasters, not very big, but I got invited by a few podcasters. Even Vice News, they sent me, we would like to explore deeper in this fake degree, this thing. And they gave me an appointment. They gave me an appointment after 7 days, after 1 month. Or if even a small podcaster, who has 10 views or 15 subscribers, he told me, a small guy, I can slot you in for next week because I have 2 guests. So they operate with a calendar. I'm the only guy who goes random. That is why I don't like, because it becomes like work. So a guy who earns 2 million US dollars only through YouTube, no sponsors, nothing, where his PR agency, manager, brand management company, all get money per month, all get commission per month. Just imagine, if you're getting commission per month by giving me advice, will you give me good advice or bad advice? You'll give me good advice. So all these people, they sat, they discussed, and only then they did this. Now, I'll give you the sequence. Okay, I'll give you the sequence. Number 1. Okay, let's forget number 1. I'll just give. First, India's got latent, those people. They would have thought, which guest can we bring that will make our show go viral, that will make us go more subscribers, more views, develop our brand. Which person, famous person can we get? We are here. Let's get someone who's here. So they zero down on, hey, what about this Ranveer guy? So they say, you sure Ranveer will come? He's such a big shot. Hey, let's give it a try. So India's got latent, either the manager or the host will call up the PR agency or the manager of Ranveer Allahbadia. I got his name right? Yeah. Ranveer, BeerBiceps, his company, and say, hi, we are from India's Got Talent, latent. Can we speak to the manager who's dealing with Ranveer? Because he's a big shot. He's a celebrity. You can't just, you can't call up, hey, can I speak to Shah Rukh Khan? Hey, Shah Rukh Khan, how are you doing, man? No. There are agency, then there is, they will filter you out. Then there is his company, then there is secretary, then there is his maybe right-hand guy, then you can speak. So it takes time. In some cases, Joe Rogan and even Tim Ferriss, they wanted to speak to, let's say, Arnold Schwarzenegger or any of these big stars. They had to wait for 2 years. Tim Ferriss, you can check his podcast, he wanted to speak to Arnold. But to get to speak to his secretary, to book a seat just for a podcast, just to talk, not confirm, 2 years. He had to try for 2 years. Imagine, Tim Ferriss is big. Arnold is big. Still 2 years. Okay. So after he gets the manager, he tells the India's Got Latent, tells him, see, listen, we have this proposal. We're going to have this kind of joke or, adult kind of comedy. And we wanted to have Ranveer featured there. So immediately the PR agency would say, send me a proposal. Send me a proposal, email, we'll study it. Okay, fine. In that proposal, they will always give Maybe you don't know how it works, but they'll say, if he's featured, this is how many views we'll guarantee. This is how many subscribers we'll guarantee. This is the amount of work we will work to promote his brand. This is the new target market, men, women, children. They'll give demographics. They will give a PowerPoint presentation. They'll give all these details. Proposal, huh? Because it's business. Like if you approach a sponsor, let's say you organize an event, let's say you're doing Shah Rukh Khan's, uh, you're doing Shah Rukh Khan's event, new movie, and you go to, let's say, you go to Swarovski Diamonds and you say, we would like to feature you as sponsor. They'll say, give us the numbers. If we pay you 1 million, what publicity will get? What sponsorship? How many eyeballs? What is the freebies we'll get? What are the gift hampers? What are the t-shirts? They will ask everything. Okay, so it's a numbers game. So after they give them the email, if the proposal is good, then they have a meeting, the PR agency or the manager, and this India's Got Latent, they'll meet together and they will discuss. Okay, so you'll offer me this. Can you give me 10% more views? Can you give me 20% more in the female demographic because we have less red? They will take down their notes. They'll say, okay, we'll go back, discuss, come back. So after they go discuss, come back, and they form an agreement, then and only then this proposal is given to the right-hand man or the manager of Ranveer. The manager will study it because he is paid by Ranveer to make his headache less. Ranveer's only job is in front of the camera, look nice, do the talk. He will study the numbers, the money, the ROI. And once he feels, this is good enough, because remember the manager also, some managers get a percentage. They get a percentage of whatever the star gets. So once he feels, this is damn good, maybe he can renegotiate the rates, money, or he'll say, fine, I'm happy. Then he will speak to Ranveer. And when they speak to Ranveer, who is the superstar, the PR agency, the manager, everyone said, hi, Ranveer, today is Sunday, the briefing for the entire week. What are the minutes of the meeting? What do we have to discuss? Okay, this sponsorship with Nike, this with Adidas, this country, Delhi has invited him for a photograph. The minister has called him. Go to this charity hospital. So they'll run down his schedule. Okay. Then finally, what about business? They'll say this sponsor, that's one. And then they'll say, among the shows that you have been invited, this is one show, India's Got Latent. And he'll be like, maybe if he knows, he'll be like, yeah, I know them, but what do you want me to do there? So then the PR agents will say, this is what was discussed. You just have to appear there, sit there, and just talk, laugh, haha, enjoy yourself. And this is what they'll give return. They'll give 100,000 subscribers. They'll have retention with females, population, male population. They said they can arrange a sponsor to pay for your other expenses. Hotel stay will be taken. Limousine will be taken care. This. And plus, they will give you royalties. So, Ranveer will say, he'll ask the manager, what do you think? Manager will say, this is damn good, but are you comfortable? So Ranveer will say, finally, okay, fine, let's do it, man. I'm game, let's do it. Okay, I'm just giving you a mock-up. So after he says game, the first thing, I'm very sure Ranveer would have said this, see, listen, guys, I'm good at taking interviews. I'm good at giving advice and gyan about muscle and spirituality and Hinduism and all that. Ye comedy, meri baat ki nahi hai. I'm not like some comedian like Kapil Das or Veer Das or whatever. Okay, so I don't know what to say. So the manager and the creative manager will tell, okay, we'll have the creative team prepare a script for you, do research, and we will prepare 20, 30 funny lines, funny jokes. Okay? We'll prepare and we will research. And out of the 100, maybe we'll give you 50. You tell us which is comfortable, we'll take 20. And finally, you choose 5. Okay? And he'll say fine. And remember, when they give him the script, they would have researched it. They would have seen the audience reaction. They would have seen, oh, people act like this, like that. That's what happened. Okay. And then when they rehearse it, they'll use a camera. Hey, did it look funny? Did it not look funny? No. Then they'll give him the final script and they'll say, okay, Ranveer, read this in front of the camera. We will record how you say it and we will tell you which one is funny. So after he reads maybe 50 lines, finally, Ranveer will say, he will sit and watch with them and say, I think these 10 are good, yeah. These 10 are good. And this is the top 5. So finally, Ranveer with all of them will agree, these 5 lines, I will memorize, I will deliver, you tell me how it is. So then he begins to practice. Because remember, every speaker, professional, especially comedian, they rehearse their lines maybe 1,000 times. And they'll do it in front of a paid audience, mock audience, and the audience will give them feedback. So he reads out the 10 lines, and which is the funniest laugh, he will choose the highest laughter we got here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he knows which is the funniest laughter. And then he has to choose. So after memorizing everything, 1 month passes by. He got one guest from Indian government, one guest film star, one guest singer. And finally it comes to that comedy day. India's Got Latent. And the limousine comes in, picks him up, and he goes to the makeup room, green room. He puts makeup, everything, and he's still looking at his lines. He's memorizing. Okay. And then the main comedian who will sit down with him, he'll be like, listen, hey, how are you doing, Ranveer? I'm a big fan of yours and all that. Okay. So this is how we are going to play. We are going to have 12 slots, 1, 2, 3. You will come at the 10th slot. And don't need to worry. I will signal to you. I will just tag you. And then you get involved. Okay, then you get involved and you push in the line that you have agreed upon. He'll say, fine. So as the camera's on, everyone's on, lights, camera, action. And they go, one contestant comes, blah, 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 hee, hoo, hoo, they laugh. Some people are paid for laughing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Finally, at number 10, let's say number 10 is his cue. So before that, he will just go and tell Ranveer, you ready? You will be next. Yeah, I'm ready. So he'll be like pumping himself up. Okay, this is the line. And finally, when it's cue, he will maybe hit him with his leg or say, Ranveer, you're on. Then he'll say, okay, your mother, father is this, and or would you like this? And then everyone, ha, 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 everyone. And Ranveer, if you actually look at him, he's also, ha, 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 ha. It's not a random joke. If you Google search, this was a joke copied from somewhere else many years ago, which was asked to a contestant. They took that joke and they gave it to him. Stealing jokes is a very bad thing in the world of comedy, by the way, if you don't know. And if you get caught, your reputation is destroyed. So after he said the line, ha, 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 you see, he's laughing. Remember this one, Ranveer was going through the lines again. Your mother, if they have, mother and father have sex, and then I come in. It's not that he did it the first time. It's not that he did it random. He practiced this. Now here's one thought-provoking thing where I'll challenge you. If you're either spiritual or you're crass, means you're a dirtbag, you're dirty. Tell me, think of a spiritual person, your mother, your father, your somebody, elder, your grandmother, or say Sadhguru, for example. You like Sadhguru, or you like, you're Muslim, Zakir Naik, or you like some priest or a pope, church. Okay, they are people of God. And you give them this line. Would you like to watch your mother and father this, or would you have sex with? Just see their reaction. In fact, you will not even have the audacity to give your mother, father this thing. You'll be like, are you gone mad? My father, mother are not like that, man. Come on. They are built with, they have their values. They have been taught. Sadhguru, even Zakir Naik, who I don't like, Zakir Naik, they will throw this on your face and say, are you gone mad? What nonsense is this? And they'll get up and they'll never see your face again. Why? Because it is inbuilt in them. They will not find it funny. There are some jokes which are targeted towards children and genitalia and all that. Okay, we see so many Indians talk about this. If your upbringing is good, if your values are good now, you'll never, no matter how much money, you'll not do that. There are certain lines you'll not cross, no matter how much money, fame, whatever. There are some lines you just don't cross. Maybe if you're angry and you give a bad word, I can understand. But otherwise, for fame and 10 minutes or like even respectable people, I know he's 30-year-old. Think of Narendra Modi. Some of you like him, some of you hate him. Think of Yogi, think of politicians, think of anybody, Rahul Gandhi, anyone. No matter how much you like them, no matter how much you hate them, do you seriously think they're going to talk such cheap and dirty language? Maybe if they are angry between their friends, they will publicly. The camera was on. His team was there. He practiced his line again and again. He was so comfortable that he laughed. You expect me to believe that this came suddenly. And then after the backlash, next day, oh guys, he's putting the camera right under his nose. Oh, I don't know why I did it. I'm feeling so sad. Yeah. Oh, this is an error on my judgment. Remind me Logan Paul, It's an error on my judgment. I don't know why. What nonsense, yeah. See, this was not a sudden thing. This was all planned out. This was all planned out. And why I tell you it is planned out? Because they, whenever you do something, you also take the backup plan. You take the contingency. They would have sat and discussed what are the risks of doing this? What are the problems we'll face? How much money do we have to shell out for damage control? How much money we'll have to pay maybe the minister, maybe the cops, maybe the PR agency, maybe the newspaper, just to quieten things down. How many months? Maybe I'll take a break, 6 months. Huh? Okay. Oh, how many sponsors can we lose? Which one? Oh, we might lose that, but that will not lose. We might lose this. This will not lose. So they would have done all this homework here. Come on. Don't. Look, if you are running a business where you get $2 million US, you will have a team, right? A PR agency, marketing agency, your manager. You'll all sit and discuss your brand, right? You think they didn't discuss all this? You think not one single person said, yeah, if you say something about mother and father having sex, it'll backfire. You think nobody said that? Everyone said, no, if you say mother and father, it's a damn good joke. Ha ha ha. Then why is he paying them money? See, boss, end of the day, whether you believe or not, I'll tell you one thing this one statement, you cannot prove me wrong. Right now, Ranveer is the most viral name, news, and topic in the whole of India. The whole of India. 1.4 billion people. And majority have heard about him. Do you know how much money? Like a Super Bowl ad is maybe 30 million, 60 million US. He got it for free just by one joke. And I'm even making a video because so many people are eating my brains. So you seriously think that he didn't know what he's doing? Billions of dollars. Just like Will Smith, he did that stupidity that he did impulsively. And he got banned for 10 years and people still talk about it. Yes, that was a mistake. That he did is a mistake because he lost lots. He's still suffering for it. This was planned. Because remember, you plan out the event, you plan out, even the joke was memorized. The joke was taken from someone else. How you expect me to believe that he got this joke as inspiration without memorizing that? He didn't plan out this event. He didn't know where he's going. He suddenly got put there. It's a game. And yes, lot of whether ministers, law people, PR, they will all want a share of the pie. They'll say, boss, see, I'll put a bad review. If you give me this, I'll... They've planned all this. Anyway, I hope this would be the final video, but just think about it. How amazing, in the wrong way, how amazing Ranveer and his team is that we're still talking about it. We're not worried about India's unemployment. We're not worried about India's economy. We're not even talking about Modi or politics or education, nothing. He managed to get all of us. And he's taking everybody for a ride. He has enough money, don't worry. 2 million US dollars per year. Even if 1 year nobody gives him anything. Even 10 years, he has enough money. He'll come back. He'll say, sorry, give to the poor, give to the children. Eventually people forget and they move on. That's how human beings are. Anyway, this is what I wanted to challenge you with. Prove me wrong. Like I said, prove me wrong. I'll be reading your comments. Good, bad, ugly, feel free. Take care. This is me signing off.